or however long. Well, you could have different
Do I
buttons.
use
Like
buttons to mute him when he's annoying?
you could have the Reaper button that mutes her for like a day. But then you
Ah.
have the mild annoyance button, and then
What buttons do I get?
I will take that into consideration. That, you see, Daniel, is a good argument for why she could possibly stick around. I like that. I like that. I'll still look for a Chiquita, but I like that, Daniel. I will just have to make my way into some servers and see if I can find a girl who's really interesting.
Go do it. Get to it. Get your feet on the ground.
No, I would not be doing anything on Grindr. Yes.
I think girl is a good element. But she can't be like one of those passive, sort of boring girls that just sort of, chirps in.
Bring on.
I mean, like I like them as people, but not if you're gonna do a show.
Yeah, for entertainment purposes, huh? Yeah. Huh. Okay. I have my job set out for me this week, so that should be fun.
Yeah, keep us posted.
Oh, fuck yeah. Wait, Maxos, the person you slept with last night, were they Asian?
Yes, I didn't sleep with them.
Oh, well, yeah, sorry, my bad. Yes, you didn't sleep with
I was
them.
just giving them a sexy with a lot of biting on the neck, sort of massage, which is something you would love. You would melt.
I still say I think that's gayer than fucking him in the ass.
No, that's just how love making is done.
Love making.
I can draw you a little, blueprint next time, but
well, not that there's anything wrong with it, but it's gayer.
Ooh, the guy's hot. Ooh.
Why, Maxos? Why are you always looking for cock? Why? You don't make this much effort for any woman, I've heard.
Yeah, because women are not working.
Okay. You're no longer buying. You're no longer buying.
Did he say they're a lot of work? Is that what he said?
They're not worth the work.
He said,
not worth the work. Yeah.
Yeah.
If they stop by my place, I mean, I keep telling my ex-girlfriend that I'll fuck her anytime. I'm not gonna have long conversations with her, but certainly if she wants to stop by, no problem.
Well, yeah. See, that's the thing, because men are much more,
reasonable.
Well, sure, they're much more like, oh, if I find this person attractive, I'll just fuck them.
I think it's called easygoing, whereas a woman might have a little more defense mechanisms built up.
Yeah, they got
mechanisms.
Yeah, well, they've been burned plenty of times by God knows what kind of a fella, so.
Yeah, exactly, And plus, girls talk a lot, so they tend to share stories in between themselves and all that kind of shit, so that
but also at a certain age, I don't know what age he's talking about, but at a certain age, I think the ones that aren't extremely stupid start to catch on that like men don't mean any of the things they're saying to try and fuck you.
Yeah, but then they overcompensate. I mean, it's so sad. Being a woman is so sad. Like having to figure that out. You know what I mean? It's just like, girl, yeah. I mean, yeah. No, they're lying to you.
Well, it's funny. I think, though, the thing is they know that on like an intellectual level. They know that that's true, but they think that they're so special that once he fucks me, he'll be madly in love.
I'm going to object to that one because I don't think that's how girls see it ever.
Oh, yeah. They think if he talked to me, if he fucked me, if he was with me.
To the grave.
Yeah, no, they definitely think, well, he would definitely fall madly in love with me if he spent time with me.
No.
Oh yeah.
No. I don't. I really don't think that's how. I
No,
think
guys,
there's a
what are we
couple
doing?
who might be like
Let's
that,
listen
but I
to
don't think.
Darnell. Let's listen
Listen,
to Darnell.
I
He has
grew
a
up
lady
around
friend.
women since I was.
Yeah, all of your friends. Yeah, all of your like deep intellectual friends who you talk to. Please tell us about it.
Yeah, I talk to women a lot.
Women do think that, Daniel. Bad Star's retarded.
Yeah, I thought so.
What? Okay, and you would know because you have so many female friends compared to me, which we've proven already isn't the case.
Yeah, I do, and they absolutely believe all that, and like it's unbelievable.
What women are you talking to like that? What women are you talking to like that, Maxos?
Like literally everyone, including the ones I meet on Facebook on dating apps who are just like thirsty for compliments. It's just like so boring.
Thirsty for compliments.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah,
Just like you're,
I
just
I
like you're
I, I know
thirsty.
these kind of type of
Just
women.
like you're thirsty for getting blown by a guy who knows what he's doing, but like you can't admit it to yourself, you know?
I feel this is why it's so
Gabe
odd
gave it to us
sometimes.
extra hot in case anyone cared.
We have such different views on women, and
Uh,
it's so weird.
quiet.
I don't know anything about women.
Sorry, what?
All right, guys, I actually need to take a shower. I'll be back if
Okay.
you're still around, okay?
Yeah, mute yourself, or you could turn on your cam if you want, Maxos. I know you'd be down to do it for us.
I love how you won't show him
Shut the fuck
anything,
up.
but you'll ask him to show you.
No, I'm not asking him to show it. Anyways.
It's
Yeah.
just for the show.
Yeah, just for the show. Yeah. Daniel, you've been around enough women to know that that's not the case. That you think women are like, he fucks me, he's gonna be into me.
Yeah, they all
What?
think they're pretty special.
He's the one
No,
that
they
said it.
don't. No, they don't.
It was his idea.
I know, but I'm
Yeah,
trying to
they
see.
can't really even wrap their heads around. Like when you tell a girl, "Oh, I think that guy's just not all that into you," they can't wrap their heads around it. They don't believe it. But he said this one
Yeah, but
thing. One
it has to
time.
be self-centered women who you're talking about. That's not the majority of women.
It's.
That's what
I
I'm
don't think
saying.
it's even self-centered. It's just. I don't know. I think
What?
they have to believe that because otherwise their whole
No.
world crumbles down.
No.
No, I think so. Yeah.
No, I think you're wrong there.
How hot is that chicken? Is that chicken real hot? You got into that chicken yet? Yeah, and it's hot?
Dave, give us the hot cock. Yeah.
Well, she's still capable of talking, so I don't think it's that
Right,
hard.
that's what I'm thinking. If her
Yeah.
voice hasn't changed.
I'll bet that Carolina Reaper.
Oh, you're white. Don't worry
I'll bet that
about
would
it.
have fucked me up.
No, like if you put you in a lineup, say, okay, put race next to these people. 90.
Give us a hot chicken and we get to see how hot it is. Yeah.
No, everyone is saying, okay, yeah, that's a white girl. Kind of, actually. It can be. I think on the census. On the census, it can be. I see non-white Hispanic. So that must mean there's white Hispanic, which is what you might be. Maybe, are you? Where are you from?
Mexican.
You're Mexican.
People mistake me as Mexican.
What percentage? What percent Mexican are you? Okay. Then they're wrong.
Italian wasn't an option in their head.
Right, but Italian is white.
Well,
It
northern
is?
Italy is. But I'm not from northern Italy. I'm from central to southern.
Okay, so then what would you be on the census?
On the census?
Yeah.
Italian.
No, they got races. They got the breakdown. No, you're not other. You're not other. You're messing with data. Important data. You know, it's a great crime to mess with data. Government data.
Well, either way.
There's too much to keep up with. Like, there's too much insanity to keep up with. And I think that kind of works in his advantage.
Yeah, I guess to some degree, but I mean, in the end, like, I think that's gonna annoy people more than anything else, isn't it?
But if it's a constant barrage of crazy shit, it's hey, relate it to the Destiny thing. There's been constant weird controversies about sexual shit. So it's almost like when you hear about the next one, even if it's worse, it kind of just sounds like, oh yeah, that's what he does.
Yeah, I guess.
You know what I mean? You're so used to, oh, Trump did a shitty thing. Trump did a shitty thing. So then by the time it gets shittier and shittier, you're just sort of like, yeah, whatever. He did another shitty thing.
Until it affects you, right? Because I'm assuming, like, there's gonna be, like, something that's gonna make people go, like, yeah, fuck this shit.
Sure, there could be a breaking point, yeah.
I wonder what the
would
breaking
hope.
point would be. Yeah, what would be the
Yeah,
breaking point? Well,
it's a
let's
question.
say you're a normal, let's say to some degree, a normal American, right? What would be your breaking point? What would make you say, fuck this shit? I'm
well,
curious
I
about
mean,
that.
I don't.
The country.
I mean, I very much dislike Trump as it is, but
Yeah.
So it's not about like supporting him. It would be like breaking point. You mean as far as
Like it constituted something that just was over the limit.
yeah, where I would actually start like flipping out about it would
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, if he certainly if like they started deporting American citizens for no reason, or I mean I could think of a few things where it would be like,
You mean the
okay,
immigrants,
now
but
it's
they aren't illegal?
yeah.
Huh?
Yeah,
Wait,
like there
what?
could be certain things where it's
They
like,
would never
okay,
do it though. They need them to clean the toilets. Come on.
yeah, right. But there's certain things where it'd be like, okay, maybe it's actually time to panic.
Okay. Okay. All right.
But as far as now, it just
Mm-hmm.
feels like it's hard to know because everyone has like the people that I tend to agree with politically. A lot of them, are just like so crazy about everything Trump does that their hair's on fire 24/7 about everything. So it's hard to tell when something's a big deal compared to
Yeah.
like, is it a big deal or are you just like this all the time?
That is true. I guess. What if most of the shit he's doing is just as a distraction while they do shit in the background? I feel that's mostly what his purpose might be, you know?
Well, that could be. I
What
mean,
do you
as
think the
even
Gulf of America thing was?
even like the Elon salute that got all the attention. It's like, okay, well then people weren't talking about policy shit that
That's
might be fucked up.
interesting. That's an interesting theory that so people have been talking about the Elon salute a lot on the DGG server. I haven't heard anyone propose that. It's just another distraction set out by Trump. That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, granted they would have to think about that, but I mean, that's not that bright of an idea. You don't have to be brilliant to probably think, oh, if we're gonna do some fucked up shit over here, I mean, that's a pretty big distraction.
But
What's that?
I still don't think that's what it was, but it fits
No,
really in
I'm not
line.
saying that is what it was,
It
but
fits so in line with everything else.
it served, if they were doing some other fucked up shit, it served that purpose, whether it was intentional or not.